Hi, first graders. Today we are going to go over Unit 2, Lesson 1. The learning targets for today: I can read and write words with the double E spelling. I can ask and answer questions about key details in the story Gran's Trips. This is a vowel sound. Ah, say ah. We trace vowel sounds in green. Does pat sound like flat? At? Yes, they both have the at sound at the end. Flat, hat, clap, snap all have the at or the ap sound at the end of the word. Let's review some of our short vowel sounds. Short E says eh, say eh, as in pet. And the power bar is really long. That means we're going to see a lot of eh sounds in our words this year. Short I says, you got it, I. Say it. Good. Short O says, ah. Good job. Say hop. Oops. Short U says, Good. Say but. Great work. Today's new sound is double E. When you see two E's in a row, it makes the E sound. Watch my mouth open up and say E with me one more time. E. It's almost like you smile when you say it. Repeat these words after me. Eat, each, east, eagle. What sound do all of those words have again? That's right, E. Repeat these words after me again. These words have the E sound in the middle. Peace, greet, meet, heat. Good. These words have the E sound at the end of the word. Repeat after me. Be, me, key, tree. Nice work. Now I'm going to say some words. Some of these words will have the E sound in the middle and some will not. Bee. Feet. Which one has the E sound in the middle? Bee or feet? If you said feet, you are correct. Now it's time to go through our workbook, or actually point to the screen, use your finger, and trace the double E right up against the screen right now. Do it 3 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great. What sound does the double E make again? E. Nice job. So whenever the double E spelling or the E sound appears on a worksheet or in a story for the next few lessons, it will appear in bold or dark ink, just like we have it here. They're darker than the S and the D, darker than the other letters. Now you're going to take out worksheet 1.1 of your skills workbook, unit 2, and it looks just like this. You can find the page up here, 1.1, and you're going to trace your E words. Go ahead, pause the video, and do that now. Okay, once you trace your letters, come and join us. Now we're going to go through and we're going to read a story called Gran. Okay, repeat after me, Gran. Today you will hear a story from our new reader. That's a little book. Let's take a look at the cover of our big book. The name is Gran. What do you think Gran is short for? Look at the picture of the woman. Gran is short for Grandma. If you were correct, show the connection sign. This book has 3 main characters. Gran, say Gran. Say Jen. Josh. Jen and Josh are Gran's grandchildren. We will see that Gran is very adventurous and likes to try new things. Let's find the table of contents. The first story in this book is called Gran's Trips. A story's title often gives us a clue as to what the story is about. So let's find in our reader the table of contents, which is right here. The name of the book is Gran, and Gran's Trips is on page what? Page 2. Great. So the punctuation mark is called an apostrophe right up here. That means that it belongs to someone when there's an apostrophe S at the end. An apostrophe tells us that the trip belongs to Gran. So this is whose trip? Gran's trip. Good. So here we have Nat's cat. What belongs to Nat? Where's the apostrophe S in Nat's name? What belongs to him? That's right, the cat. The cat belongs to Nat. The apostrophe right here tells us this. How about let's try this one with the apostrophe. Beth's mom. What does Beth have? A mom. Beth has a mom. You will learn today that Gran travels to many places, including the Swiss Alps and Hong Kong. What do you think Gran will do in these places? Go ahead and pause the video and make a prediction to the family member that's with you right now. Over here, it looks like Gran is going to be climbing the snowy mountains. And over here, she's in a big city. If you had the same predictions as Mrs. Casano, show connection sign. Gran also visits a gulf. A gulf is the part of the ocean where the water is usually warm. What might someone do at a gulf? If you said swimming or going on a boat or going fishing, I would have to agree. Let's preview the spellings. We're going to see the E sound today, double E. Say C, repeat after me. Street, 3, steep, eel, feed. We're also going to see the ng sound. Repeat after me. Sing, wing, Hong Kong. Today's tricky words, words that don't follow a certain pattern, repeat them after me. Says, when, here, which, was, one, where. More tricky words. There, were, what, from. Nice job repeating today. So let's preview the vocabulary. First word, shrugs. You're shrugging your shoulders. You're saying, I don't know, or I don't care. It's okay. Next word, steep. Say steep. Steep is like a really high place that you have to climb up. So the steps on the mountain were steep. Last word, say cliff. A cliff is a part of the land that goes right down, straight down, either to the ground, really far down, or to the ocean. If you're standing on a cliff, you're going to be really, really high up. Say slick. Slick means slippery. Say cling. Cling means that you're sticking to something, so your shirt might be clinging to you. Say gulf. Gulf is a body of water surrounded by land. And say eel. Eel is a type of fish that you might see at the bottom of the ocean. So let's read to find out what types of adventures Gran had in the Swiss Alps, Hong Kong, and the Gulf. Right? We're going Gran's Trips, page 2. Here we go. When will Gran get here? Josh asks. Jen shrugs. Just then, Josh and Jen see a cab on the street. Gran is here, yells Jen. When Gran steps from the cab, Josh and Jen run up to get a hug. They're excited to see Gran. Here are some bold words with the double E. What sound does the double E make again? E, that's right. C and street. Was the trip fun? Josh asks. Which one? Gran asks. I went to 3 trips. One was to the Swiss Alps, says Gran. In the Alps, there were steep cliffs. I went up to the top of one cliff, but it was slick. I fell and had to cling to the rocks. No, says Jen. Yes, says Gran. Here is a snapshot or a picture. Take a picture of Gran. What was the next trip? Josh asks. I went to Hong Kong, says Gran. What is Hong Kong? Lots of stuff, says Gran. In Hong Kong, I met a man who sings and has wings on his back. No, says Josh. Yes, says Gran. Here is a snapshot. Take a picture of Gran in Hong Kong. What was the last trip? Asks Jen. I went to the Gulf to swim with the eels and feed the fish. There's more E words, says Gran. No, says Jen. Yes, says Gran. Here is a snapshot. Which trip was the best? Josh asks. This one, Gran says. The one where I get to see Josh and Jen. That is so sweet. Gran is excited on her trips, but she's also excited to come back and see Josh and Jen. So what I want you to do is I want you to take out your workbook. If you don't have your workbook, you are going to write these questions down on a piece of paper and answer them. Number 1 says, where did Gran meet a man with wings on his back? Go ahead and pause the video if you don't have your workbook to write these down. Number 2, what did Gran do at the Gulf? Number 3, which trip was Gran's best trip? Number 4, you're going to answer this by circling in the bubble or writing it down on your paper. Gran gets to Josh and Jen on a ship, in a cab, or in a truck. Okay. Again, go ahead and do these in your Unit 2 Skills Workbook or take out a piece of paper, write the questions down. Do not forget to answer them in complete sentences. So, for example, if we say, where did Gran meet a man with wings on his back? You're going to answer that using a complete sentence by saying, Gran met a man with wings on his back, blank, and then you answer that part of the question. Great job today, boys and girls. If you have any questions, let us know. Please answer the questions on the Google form, and have a great day. Bye.